Let's take a look at the effectors. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use one of these guys to show you how powerful they can be in animating clones. So we're going to use the plane effector and we're going to animate it. So let's go ahead and create a clone. I'm going to grab, we're not going to do the sphere because we know I do it every 5 seconds. So we're going to go to the cone and I'm going to add in our categories here a cloner, all right, from MoGraph. And we're going to drag the cone right on into the cloner. Let's go to our cloner category. And instead of linear, let's go ahead and put this into a radial array. And we're also going to increase the radius and change the plane to XZ so that these guys are on the floor. What I want to do here is I want to create an effector that's going to, when I move it, make each one of these guys rise up by itself. So we can animate these cones actually moving up like pistons. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the effector category. I'll grab a plane effector. And what this effector will do, as I said before, is when we move it and we give it the right parameters, will give us the ability to have just the presence of this effector in the scene move this cone and all of them up. So let's go ahead and click on our plane effector. And what I want to do is I want to go to the fall off category. And we're going to change its shape type from infinite to box. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened here. Now, just by doing this, we've given this effector the ability to move things around it. Now, go ahead and take the effector and simply move it away from the other cone into another areas like this and move it back and forth just so you can see what's happening here. So once again, an effector is like almost like a force of nature that you can control. It has a little bit of resistance. It has some force that you can then use to move and modify your objects in many, many different ways. And as you can see, there are a lot of effectors here. So for this lesson, I just want to show you how this one works and encourage you to explore it because there's so many in here. All right, so let's go ahead and see what this looks like if we do an animation. And we're going to do this by using the little keyframe button right here. So the first thing I want to do is on this frame, which is frame 0, make sure the plane is selected and just go ahead and click right here on this little button. And that adds a keyframe to where this guy is now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to frame 10 and we're going to simply move this guy. And we're going to manually put it, and granted this is a slow way of animating, but I just want to quickly do this because it's so fast just to go ahead and move it ourselves. Let's go to frame 20 and do the same thing. So grab your effector and just go ahead and put it next to the other cone. And click the keyframe button. And you see we have a little bit of a motion trail here. Let's go to frame 30 and we're going to move the effector again to this guy. And we're going to keyframe it. And we're going to go to frame 40 and do the same thing. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and put that there. And we're going to click here to keyframe it. And let's go ahead and take a look at what we have. So I'm going to deselect. And now let's go ahead and press play. As you see here, we were able to create a really cool effect. Now you could do this with text. Of course, that would work with the Mo text that we talked about in the last lesson and anything else that you had. And it's really a fun way to create very fast animations. This is great for motion graphics. This is great when you want to do like maybe some like little penguins dancing and you want to have them bop up and down to the beat. So you can do all kinds of stuff. And really, as usual, all that's missing is your imagination and what you have in mind for this. So that was a quick look at an example of the effector class inside of the MoGraph category.